Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, and haven't filmed anything in a while. Was out of the office for a bit, but the videos did keep coming out, so I guess you'd never know it. Today we're doing something haven't done in, I think a little while. Doing an Orient new release. We've got the Super King diver, the retro, the reissue. The whole what's old is new again thing is popular with a lot of brands, not only Orient. Timex did it with the Marlin and the Q, which is an amazing runaway hit. Can't figure that one out, but you know, be that as it may. So we're going to check out 3 of the Super King divers on my own wrist. I'm only wearing one watch today. I have taken my Seiko that you've seen me wear in other videos. Come on. And it now has a blue chapter ring. So yes, I'm getting into the chapter ring market, the aftermarket, and they'll be slowly populating on the site. Interestingly enough, the blue on this one almost matches the Pantone of the Island Watch blue, so go figure that one out, and maybe it's a hint of what might be coming in the future. Speaking of the futures, really quick, a lot of people have been asking me, hey, with the SKX being discontinued, last week's video, what's going to happen to your way? Don't worry, this was all planned. It's all in here. I know what's going on. I know what the future path is, so don't sweat it at this point. Let us check out the Super King diver. So as I said before, what's old is new again. We have 3 of the Orient Super King, or sometimes people refer to them as the Sea King, which is a misnomer. Super King diver. I got 3 of them here, a blue one, a maroon one, and kind of a gold dial. We'll do the maroon. I think it's pretty classy. I'm not going to do the blue. Shocker, I know. So here we have the Orient Super King Retro Reissue Automatic Watch on bracelet. Part numbers are crazy as usual. RA-AA0B02R19A. Only the last few digits will change when you go to a different dial color. So what are we looking at? Well, the Super King diver was originally released in the 70s, and they reissued it, and as you can tell, when you look at this watch, you immediately think vintage, even though it's not really a vintage size. Vintage sizes are usually your mid-30s. It's a larger size. It was a diver. But again, it immediately brings you back to an older style watch. So let's go over it. It is 41.7, just shy of 42 on the diameter. It's 12.5 thick to a mineral crystal. It is 46 on the tip to tip. See guys, look at that. No real lug sticking out. Nothing there. It is an 18 millimeter bracelet if you were going to switch it for something. You see, it's not an integrated lug, but it fits right in the case there, and then the bracelet flares out. Look at it from the flip side. You see it's a folded end link. Got it. Screw down case back. 18 millimeter, I said. It is a fold over bracelet, a hollow link, whatever you want to call it, a folded bracelet with a standard, let's get the plastic out of here, standard deployant without flip lock. So it's just a 2-button, signed with Orient, of course. Again, keeping it very close to the original. Do they use an inexpensive flimsy bracelet to keep with the original? I don't know. What's inside? Well, it's not a screw down crown. It is Orient's F69 22 jewel hand winding hacking movement. That has been upgraded. That's their modern movement. Hand winds, hacks, pull out the crown, set the time. The seconds hand stops. I'm free to change the time. And then 1 click out, I'm free to change the date and the day. 2 languages. So this dial is maroon, fades to black as you get out to the outside. Gold tone markers, gold tone hands. There's a little bit of loom. I'll do a loom shot later. Nothing impressive at all. 50 meters of water resistance, not a true diver at all. You would not want to take this diving. Internal rotating bezel. So you would, what happens to be that the minute hand is at the 12, but right before you descend. See, now that I have a PADI open water certificate, I can talk with some intelligence about this. Right before you descend, the last thing you would do is set your watch so that the 0 is on the minutes, and then just before you ascend, you would read out how long you've been down at your depth. Let's see. Well, There's really not much else to say about it. It's let's get that out of the way, close it up. We'll look at the case. You know, it's kind of an interesting case shape on this side. It's almost like an octagon. On this side, it's rounded. It's a combination of brushed on the top, polished on the sides. Bring it around. Very cool looking. Not sure I mentioned price. Price was upgraded, that's for sure. Price is around $245 for any of these examples. Blue dial. I'm going to just bump up the exposure just a little bit so we can try to capture the dial a little better. Blue dial again fades to black as it goes out to the sides. Not in a radial fashion, but actually in a left-right fashion. You can see it. You can actually see it probably best on the gold model. But so here's blue. Same with the gold hands markers. And then we have the gold version. Golden in the center. Even though it's got gold hands, it still provides plenty of contrast, easy to read. And then it splits out to black on the outside. Everything else about the watch is the same. Let's see. I will do a loom shot and then I'll try it on. This model will not be known for its loom. Pretty paltry actually, just a couple of dots and lines on the hands. Again though, keeping with more or less what the original was like, not gloppy loom, but again, obviously in today's day and age, not very legible at night for sure. And just because the gold one's already in the hand, that's how it looks on the wrist, below the bone, above the bone. So just shy of 42. It's not exactly a big watch in today's standards, and the tip-to-tip is excellent. So guys, your standard, your SKX, your Ray, those are about 49-ish on the tip-to-tip, being 42mm cases. This is 46 on the tip-to-tip. See how squat it sits? Look at that. Amazing. Looks good. Plenty of room. Let's see. Oh yeah. Look at that. You can fit a party in there. So lots of room for growth, and obviously you can remove a ton of links. Sizing these bracelets is not the easiest thing in the world. They are a little bit of a pain in the butt. I believe it is my most popular video on YouTube, how to size folded link bracelets. Something like 600,000 views or something. So you may want to check that out to learn how to size this thing. Let's wrap it up. I owe you a dial close-up. I'm sorry, I didn't do one. So let's get the hands out of the way. SK crystal 22 jewels with the Orient logo. See, it looks really nice. Really nice. Again, that SK is Super King, not Seat King, as people mistakenly believe it is. So now we're really done. Let's set up the whole family. So this has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com showing you the Orient Retro Sea King Super. I just did it. Super King Diver. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, please. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.